Well, GreenWise is a program that we put together to be able to show the home buyers what green really means in today's market and how Castle & Cooke is addressing that. A lot of builders now are doing green elements, and the building codes have changed to where we're required to do a number of green elements. But Castle & Cooke has been involved in green building and high energy efficiency homes going back into the mid-90s. And so our goal with GreenWise is to represent or to demonstrate what our elements are within the house, so that when people walk through the homes, they get a feel for the neighborhood and the textures and so forth, that they also realize that we are a responsible green builder and that we do care a lot about energy efficiency and protecting the earth and things like that.
My favorite feature is a design-wise because of the community. I mean, it's a gated community with narrow streets, tree-lined streets. We have a beautiful pool, the park, the barbecues, the spa. But along with the neighborhood, the tree-lined streets bring a lot of beauty to it, as far as once they get bigger, there'll be a lot of shade in here, which will make your community cooler as well. And that also brings people out in the community, and where, like the slogan says, where families can grow, they meet the neighbors, and all of it ties into our GreenWise, our four elements of GreenWise.
We have air conditioning and heating systems that are designed by mechanical engineers, where we didn't have that just a few years ago. That benefits the home in the sense that everything was designed by a professional licensed engineer. It's third-party checked to make sure that everything was laid out and put in and installed and tested each home. So that's important. We now incorporate radiant barrier roof sheeting, which is a material of aluminum on the underside of the roof, which reflects the heat away from the roof and thus creates a cooler attic. Many people will recognize when they're living in Bakersfield in the summertime and their air conditioning is running 24/7. Why is it that my air is running in the middle of the night? It's because the heat in the attic is still pushing down on the house, thus turning on the air conditioning, thus using utility. With the radiant barrier roof sheeting, it eliminates a lot of that. We also use a material called blown-in bib insulation, which insulates better than the traditional bad insulation. It has less voids, does a better job, so it keeps the house cooler as well. There's been a lot of technology attributed to windows, modern windows. They're called low E windows, and they keep the heat out in the summer and let the heat in the winter.
I believe the signage has helped. It also brings our attention to various different aspects of the GreenWise. They'll come in and ask me various different questions, such as the air filter system and the carbon monoxide detectors. It brings our attention to our radiant barrier sheeting in the homes, the smoke detectors, all of the elements that are part of the DesignWise logo and features. It brings the questions in, and it helps enlighten them and educate them more.
So a lot of these kinds of improvements I would want to point out to the buyer to say that when you move into our homes, you're going to get a home where you're going to be able to relax in the comfort that you want without having to compromise because of the cost of running your systems. So I think that's what I would want to point at, is to point towards the energy efficiency of the home, of the modern home.